ia wote te ua katatatata ia ne te ye ne wata taia na e a te.
I'm so excited you're here. This is a power packed show. We are all awakening right now. This is an epic time to be here on planet Earth. So much powerful information that's going to be transmitted today. My guest is going to blow your mind, shift your energy field. My guest is Patrice Christofiak, an average guy who went through traumatic experiences, a dark night of the soul, hero's journey of awakening, which he embraced, suddenly awakened to his mission and purpose. This could be a Hollywood movie. A starseed on a mission to help everyone he can on the planet get out of pain. I am Heaven Hope. This is Conversations with Goddess. If this is your first time visiting our magical channel for the light in this part of the universe, you may want to consider subscribing and joining the global family of light. We bring you guests and information for your expansion, your elevation, your evolution, your ascension. My guest today is a medical intuitive, an energy cleaner or energy janitor, as he calls himself, a starseed on a mission. Watch as I receive a mini energy clearing. Stick around, because you're going to get activation and energy clearing. Planet Earth is undergoing a collective dark night of the soul and an awakening. I would love for you to speak into that even further.
There's a big shift happening. The governments don't even see it come, honestly. For them, we probably think we are not case. We're completely out of our mind. But if you go to certain parts of the world, the coast of Portugal, for example, people see orbs flying or dragons.
Dragons,
yes, people
really?
can see that. So I don't see energy, cannot see them, but people can even take pictures or videos. So I know it's true.
Starships fly over the ocean in front of my balcony where I live. And I actually have footage on my own phone that I have actually put on different shows. So I haven't been inside the starship, but it was a real starship. I know things like that are unfolding. It's an exciting time to be on planet Earth, isn't it?
It's amazing. The vibration is rising. I don't know exactly how the shift is going to happen, but we're going to heaven on earth.
I'm all about heaven on earth.
Yeah, we can see the shift happening in our village already, actually.
When did it start?
I think it started a long time ago. It's just that I'm aware of it since maybe 2.5 years. What I've noticed in 1 year of sessions, between the first session I would do and the sessions that I'm doing right now, there are more and more people who activate their gifts during readings. At the beginning, I did not have that many. Now people activate their clairvoyance during the readings, some people channel, people start to do healings, because sometimes I have families and with several people and say, oh, you can do this with your hand and on your dad, for example, or your sister or your brother. And they actually participate. They feel energy. Oh my God, it's like they activate so fast and they can feel energy so fast. I'm blown away. For them, it's normal. They're not even freaked out about it. Like, oh my God, I can see colors, or I can see a dragon. Or
I love it. Share with us the story about the 9-year-old girl on the streets of Paris. You were walking with her, and how the children who are coming in have so many gifts.
Oh, the kids are incredible. So this is the daughter of a friend. She can see energies with her eyes open, but she can see entities also. So we were walking on the street. She says, no, we have to change sidewalk. Why? She says, oh, that guy has a monster on his shoulder. So it's an entity. She calls him the monster. So I say, oh. Yeah, I could not see it because I am not at our level of reading the energies. I close my eyes, say, oh my God, this is true. Something on the guy's shoulder, because it takes me like a few seconds to get to that zone. She has it on demand like this. And so we switch sidewalk. She can see energies like this with her eyes open. She can see people energy. They are like, let's say, bad. I don't like that word because it's a duality planet. You need to have bad players to experience the good. So everybody's good in the end. For example, before she enters in the store, she can see if the energy is positive or negative. So she will choose where she goes like this. It's absolutely incredible. And more kids can see energies. I have families during readings and some of the kids can see energies. They see what's happening. They say, oh, there's a tall being of light behind you, Patrice. I don't see that, but they see
Let
it.
me ask you about law of attraction, universal laws, manifestation. That manifestation is a real thing. Do you have any information about any of that?
This is so easy, you will not even believe how easy this is. You just have to be your authentic self, but this is very hard. If you lie to yourself or you lie to others, that does not work. So you can do all the marketing tricks, the trainings you want, that will not work. You have to know who you truly are, get rid of all your shadows. So you really need to put the work in. Clear everything and work from the heart. And this is why it's tricky, because working from the heart will mean that you have to take a leap of faith at some moment, because you will have to take decisions that are absolutely against everything that you've been taught at school. For example, in my case, because I had to switch career, I had to do nothing. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to find clients doing nothing? So I did it. I actually did it. And the universe tested me to the last minute in July 2023. We ran out of money. We had no more money. My wife said, what are you going to do? And I said, nothing. I had this light in my chest. I knew something was going to happen. I trusted that the universe had my back. And people started finding me and making bookings with me. I was like, oh my God, this is true. And actually, I had some readings from mediums and stuff like this. And they told me, Patrice, if you want to succeed, you have to do nothing. And I don't know why I knew this message was correct. So this is my way to experience that I had to give my trust to the universe, but it will be different for other people. So I don't know what you will go through for your leap of faith. Maybe it's going to be completely irrational decisions like do not advertise your business, or I don't know, because this would make no sense. But
I completely understand what you're talking about.
yeah, and if you know your true self and you know your gifts, you only work from a place of love and you only attract people in your vibration. So you also attract the best clients. Whatever you do, if you sell ice cream, so it's going to be the same thing. If your dream is, as a kid, is to have an ice cream shop, just do it. But do it from your heart. Don't do it from a marketing perspective. Do the best ice cream you can according to your taste, because it will bring the people who like the type of ice cream you do, and they will find you.
You're talking about really getting into alignment with your highest self, your highest purpose, following what I call your highest excitement and inspiration. And when you do that and you really focus on it, then you're going to magnetize and attract those who resonate with that and reflect that in your experience.
Definitely. You speak a very good English, better than mine.
Well, that's my mother tongue, so hopefully, yes. I've also heard you say we all agree to play the game here, that you're here to repair the game. What does all that mean?
I think so. The Earth is a school, so everybody agrees with that. I believe this is true. But the rule of the game here is that we forget who we are when we come here. And I think the people who are supposed to play the bad guys also forget. And this is why it went too far. This is why we have wars and stuff like this. I don't think that was supposed to happen. I believe the game went too far, and we have to stop the game somehow with rapes and kidnapping and stuff like this. It's horrible. There's too much darkness.
Like children, we come down here, Earth School, and we're learning the lessons that our soul ultimately came here to learn. And sometimes we go through playing these games on planet Earth, not so nice and fun games. Forget who we are. We go into darkness. It is this process from which we are awakening. So when you say we have to work on the shadow aspects, it's the part of us that has played the game and forgotten. I know for myself, there are times I totally remember who I am and why I'm here. In fact, my name, Heaven, is a mantra. It's here to remind me that I come from the heavenly realms and that I am here to co-create more of heaven on earth. Heaven on the new earth that is being birthed. There are many times that I actually go through what I call the lost and found with my soul and my knowing. And many on the planet are encountering this. It doesn't help that we come down here in such a forgetful state.
This is a very, very difficult planet. Yeah, this is a mess.
I have heard you say that Earth is the most difficult planet. What do you mean by that?
I was really listening to many channelers, and they said like it's one of the most difficult planets because we forget who we are. So we forget everything, and it's not like that on other incarnations, apparently on other planets. I don't know if that's true because I don't remember, obviously. But more and more people remember as the veil is thinning, the veil of forgetfulness is thinning. More and more people remember completely everything, like Matthias de Stefano, for example, who is quite famous in that world. He remembers everything. The new kids who are being born remember. The parents have to not think their kids are crazy, because this is going to be a problem. What are you talking about? You were on the planet Jupiter, or I don't know, whatever.
What do you have for people watching as a self-clearing toolkit?
very easy to clear stuck energies, actually way easier than what people think. You speak to your body. But for this, you need to be in a quiet environment. This is very difficult in big cities because you're always on the run. You need to take a break. You can do this before you go to bed. This is very convenient because you're about to fall asleep. And you can talk to all your organs, body parts, and you can say, I release stress of my day in my eye, for example, in my liver, in my lung, in my hand. Do the body parts one by one, and you let your body express itself. So for some people, they might yawn, some might shake, some people might have a different reaction, some people burp. You do this every day, and you will clear all the blockages in your body. So it takes a long time because you have a lot of organs and body parts. Obviously, you are not going to be able to do all of them in one night. After a few days of practice, you will notice where you capture the stress of your daily life, and you are going to notice that it's always in the same place. You're going to be more aware, self-aware of your own body. You're going to be able to clean yourself up really fast and also not catch dirty energies. So for me, for example, like the stress of life is stored in my left leg. When I do a clearing on myself, I say release the stress in my left leg, and my left leg starts to shake like I have Parkinson for 20 seconds. That's going to have a tremendous impact on your life because you will have a better mood, you will sleep better, more sociable. It's going to change your life completely, honestly.
I would love to sleep better. Anything else you can suggest for sleep? Because you told me you sleep 14 hours sometimes after doing a session. That's amazing to me that you can sleep that long.
Yeah, the sessions drain the lymphatic system. That's what people have to realize. It's not like I'm just here doing nothing, because it looks like I'm doing nothing, basically. I'm just sitting down. But James Van Praagh, the medium, talks about it. He says when he does too many readings, it drains his lymphatic system. Mediums who do too many readings, they get really sick. There's a limit to what we can do. I got really tired because I would do like 2 a day and sometimes 3, and I realized that was too many, so I had to reduce. If I want to keep a very, very quality of energy, because I don't want to work with dirty energy, because this is not respectful to the client. I'm doing 1 a day because my private sessions are relatively long. They last 2 to 3 hours. I have to be very careful of my lymphatic system, and this is why sometimes I have to sleep 12 to 14 hours because I have to recharge. Not everybody's like me.
The group session, you told me something about my lymphatic system. Now, I'm not doing the kind of work that you're doing, but you told me drink pineapple juice or eat pineapples. Could you share more about that?
So pineapple is incredible. It's been coming up a lot in different readings, and other people are buying a lot of pineapple, even in a can, or pineapple juice. I've noticed this. It seems to help with the process of the ascension, cleans the liver, it cleans the blood, it also unclogs the arteries, it repairs the heart, and it improves the digestion. So if you have bowel movement problem, it's going to solve this. It also helps to move the energies faster. This is what I got channeled with a channeler, and to evacuate the heavy energies from the dark night of the soul. So you still have to move them, but it's quicker. It makes everything quicker. We don't know why. We don't know what's in pineapple. We just know that it's working.
I love pineapple, and I do know what's in pineapple. Pineapple has bromelain, which is an enzyme, really good for helping digest certain things in the body. I'm not sure exactly, but the bromelain is super important, and it's especially in the core of the pineapple. It also helps recovery if you have muscle aches, bruising, a lot of wonderful qualities.
So the other tool I would recommend for people to sleep better, I don't know if you can see, it's a tuning fork, a weighted tuning fork. So I work with the heart chakra node. You can clear your aura with this, so you can remove all the debris that are in your aura. You ring it and you just pass it around your field like this. It can be very far. It can be like 1 to 2 meters away. You are going to be surprised when somebody does a tuning fork around you like this. You will feel your muscle melt, like something is being removed, lifted off of your body, a weight. It's incredible. You can feel it physically, because we are not only a physical body, we also have energy around us, and there's debris in that energy we cannot see with our eyes. Well, some people can see auras, they can see this kind of tool repairs it and it removes the debris.
I'm going to get that. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a tuning fork.
Weighted tuning fork, the heart chakra node. This is the one I recommend. So this one is 68.05
Can you give an example of how to use it?
So I just ring it on my knee. If there is no sound because it's very low, you just do it like this. So let's say if you have a stressful day and you are like kind of achy and stuff like this, you're going to feel all your muscle melt. It's almost like a massage. Honestly, you feel the physical effect. It's instant, within seconds.
So that really falls under the category of sound healing, which is so powerful. I think you mentioned it as a self-clearing tool. Sound therapy, sound healing, getting the tuning fork for clearing the field of the body energetically with sound is very powerful. Pythagoras said that the medicine of the future will be music or sound.
Yeah,
And
vibration, definitely.
that is the direction that we are already moving. So I want to ask you now, because a lot of the things that I've heard you share, I already do. And I'm so excited. You say that these are really powerful healing practices, because I've always known this and I've always done this. Number one is singing and dancing. Those are powerful practices.
Everything that raises the vibration, laughing is the best medicine. This is what came up with me. I received this message for a lady. They said, well, laughing is the best medicine for you. Singing, dancing, everything that makes you happy, incredibly powerful. You have to raise a vibration. Seems silly because it's not measurable, but it does work.
Absolutely. And another thing that I love, I'm intentioning that I'm going to do even more of, you said that stretching is really good for the nervous system.
Yes, especially yin yoga. It's called yin yoga, Y-I-N. It's a very simple yoga. The poses are very easy. You can even do them in your chair because you have to keep the poses for a long time, and it stretches the nervous system and it gets rid of all the traumas in the nervous system, but it also rebuilds the cartilage. You will gain mobility, core strength also. It's very, very good, but you have to be very careful to not force because you can really injure yourself, and it's a deep injury. It will take a long time to recover. Especially for men, is to stretch their hips because we're not very flexible, because most of the traumas are stored in the hips.
Women as well. I think.
No, women as well, but men are kind of lazy with that kind of stuff, and that's why we are so stiff.
I'm a dancer and I have facilitated movement and dance. People are really locked in their hips. Pelvic area is completely locked in park. People are afraid to move that part of their body for many different reasons. That is very key. Breathing, moving, creating circular motion in the hip area, all the different parts of the body. I wanted to emphasize that as well. Why is stretching so good for the nervous system? Why did you say nervous system?
So when I met my mentor, we would do a lot of stretching, and exactly what you described, hip movements and things like this. I would get easily stressed, and after I could reach a certain point in stretching, I could not do the splits, let's be clear, I'm not at that level, but I reached a point where I could really go way farther. But basically, when I would bend down, I would just touch my knees, and after 6 months of practice, I would touch my feet. To give you an idea of progress, that's like 1 foot or maybe more than 1 foot of distance. And then I realized by stretching my nervous system like this, because we would keep the poses for a long time, I would not get affected by the events of life the same way. Just handle everything like, yeah, that's fine, doesn't matter. I would not be triggered. And I knew it was from stretching. I cannot explain why. It's like my nervous system did not react, could not be gaslighted or something like this.
I think I know why. What comes through for me is when we're stretching, we're allowing the energy to move through our entire body and nothing is getting stuck. When I was experiencing your clearing, I immediately got in touch with like, my neck needs to move. So I listen to my body and I immediately start to move my neck. Many times people live in the monkey mind. I know I have, completely guilty of that. And that's when I started to really breathe and get back more into my body, allow organic movement to happen. And that is such a healing thing. Certain parts of my life, I am just shocked at how rigid, locked, and constricted, how disconnected I have been, especially when we're working with technology. We're living from the neck up. It's like this whole other part of our body doesn't exist. And that is so important for people to reconnect. I think that's part of the awakening, that we awaken to the entire living temple, breath, movement, sound, feelings that need to flow freely. That's me getting on my pulpit and talking.
No, that's true. And this is why actually Tantra practices are coming back very strongly right now. I'm not talking about the Occidental Tantra with sexuality. I'm talking about the real deal.
Clarify that, please, for people.
Tantra is actually a philosophy where you will appreciate the present moment, whatever happens. This is very challenging when you have a difficult event in your life. But even if it's a sad thing, a grief or something, you will experience it fully for the present moment of what it represents. So my mentor is actually a Tantra priestess, and we did a lot of stretching, but we did a lot of breath work also, and a lot of weird rituals.
Weird rituals? Oh, you have to share some, please.
Oh, we would go out in nature and throw rock into trees or things like this.
Throw rocks into trees?
Yeah, because I used to be a computer programmer. I was always in technology. I was completely disconnected from Earth. It was very weird stuff. I had a massage with soil, actually. She said, I don't understand because the earth is like magnetic to your skin. I said, yeah, because even if I live in nature, I'm sitting in front of a computer sitting down and I had no connection to the natural elements anymore. The Tantra is basically this. You get reconnected to the natural elements, to your body. It was very difficult for me to accept my body as a man. It happens too for men. She brought me in peace with my body. I really appreciate myself now. I find myself beautiful. So I'm very grateful for this person.
Awesome.
Yeah, and people think tantric massage, but that's not the case. It's way deeper than what we think. It's an amazing technology. It's not for everybody, but it is the quickest way to feel good in your body and be reconnected.
Tantra is an ancient, profound healing technology that has been around for aeons. From this being Conversations with Goddess, I think it's so cool. You had a tantric priestess help you open and activate as part of your healing journey. I'd love to know who she is.
Her name is Daniela. She is in Portugal. Institute is called Hoya, Hoya. She's actually the daughter of Amazonian shamans from Brazil. She trained with monks in Nepal, and she went there and she could do telekinesis on objects, and she blew their minds. They're like, who is this girl? She has superpowers. She can see through bodies. She would crash any telephone with her energy. Just doing work, the telephone crashes, the stereo system crashes, the music changes by itself. She moves so much energy, it's unbelievable. It's the first time I met somebody who could move real energy. I did not even know what existed. So humble. It's just incredible.
We've gone through all the different things in the self-clearing kit: stretching, yin yoga, singing, dancing, anything that makes you happy and raises your frequency, sound therapy, using that tuning fork. And of course, you did a lot of massage. One of my favorite things on the planet. So massage is the other one to emphasize and that you have spoken into, correct?
Oh, massage is incredible. Go get a massage every week, minimum. This is, you will support a small business that will make you feel good, that will get rid of stuck energies, will build your immune system also. There's only advantages to a massage.
I agree. So now I would love for you to share with us about one of my favorite words, kindness.
Ah, kindness. For me, this is so easy. I was born like this. I never understood why the world was not that kind. For example, if I hold the door for somebody, people are like, why are you holding the door for me? Especially in Paris or big cities, it's just like, for people, it's weird. But this has a ripple effect that is bigger than what we think. Maybe you'll be kind to just a cashier in your store. You have a ripple effect on the full store. You don't even realize. Just a word of kindness is enough to shift a full day of probably thousands of people. We don't realize because we don't have a camera behind our actions. But this comes back to karma. What you put out in your fields come back to you eventually.
Random acts of kindness and impacts the entire planet. There's a ripple effect that we're not even aware of. I want to reiterate something else I heard you say that was really powerful. Kindness cleans energy. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Explain, please.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sometimes I see entities when I work, and the first time I didn't know what to do. First time I saw one, I did not know what to do. But just being kind of the dark energy actually got it to go away. What came up to my mind is to give a kiss to that monster. I talked to that with other healers, and they said, oh my God, you gave a kiss to an entity? Oh, in my mind, of course. Yeah, this is the first thing that came up to my mind. That was my first reflex. I'm not afraid of dark energies. I don't know why. The first thing that comes to my mind when there is dark energy or dark story is an act of kindness, or one thing kissing them, on trying to do a negotiation, offering them a gift, something like this. I don't know why, because they have consciousness too. And that's absolutely incredible how much you can clear the energy quicker by being kind.
Also, I heard you say this, and this is so true, that number one, we really need to practice kindness with ourselves.
Oh, yes. This is very difficult. I waited for 50 years to do this because it's not being taught anymore. We are being taught to be kind to others, but not to ourselves. But we have to start with us first, because then it ripples out. If we're kind to ourselves, we'll be kind to others. If we are having a good life in inner peace, we don't get grumpy anymore, and we are naturally kind. Kindness is actually our natural state.
And why is it so hard for people to be kind to themselves, to practice loving kindness to themselves?
Too much pressure from society. You have to be good at school. You have to go have a good grades, blah, 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 blah.
Monkey mind.
Yes, exactly. Fear is brought everywhere, from school to the news to everything. So you live in fear, and you're just afraid to not be able to pay your bills or to have a bad grade at school. That destroys this, and that destroys your heart.
What can we do to let go of the monkey mind?
Good. Meditation is the best tool. It's very difficult in big cities. Honestly, I was in Los Angeles 2 years ago, and it was very hard to meditate because it's noisy all the time, police sirens, there is noise, V8 engines. Yeah, you have to live in the countryside.
Patrice is going to do an energy clearing on me. I did an ultrasound and they found a cyst. Nothing serious, life-threatening, but it bothers me because it's been there, doesn't hurt, but it's just like there's this growth and it bulges out sometimes when I'm lying down and I just want it gone.
Okay, let's see. We can try to see, can we do something? I'm going to ask if we can. I'm getting a yes.
I happen to think I'm so healthy and I take such good care of myself. Why do I even have things like this?
So if I ask why I'm taken to your ancestors, it's a trauma from your ancestors and it's passed on in your DNA. This is what I get, so I can remove this.
Oh, interesting.
So, because many of us, they came to clear the karma of a family line or
Oh, please,
over.
please do that. Please do that.
So I'm shaking like crazy. So I'm going to do a remote hand work. So I'm going to put my hand over your belly. So you might feel warm or tingling or something like this. Well, I should not have said it because people are going to say, oh yeah, but you told this. So it's like, so I'm seeing like a red laser beam, kind of laser pointer working towards your ovary. So I'm shaking my left hand because my right hand sends energy. The left one, in this case, will dispose of the converted energy. So you have to keep in motion when you do energy work because that moves the energies. That's when you have really bad somatic reactions.
I feel myself just wanting to fall back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just let it happen. You have to let your body do its thing. This is a trick. This is where the monkey mind is preventing you from getting better because you are resisting energies.
But I actually can't resist it because it's very profound. It's like flowing over me and I feel almost like hypnotized, tranquilized by it.
So my head is shaking like crazy.
Why?
Because the energy is going through me. Sometimes I can feel the organs of a woman in me. This is quite incredible. The first time that happened, it blew my mind because all the humans are connected. So sometimes when I work on a woman, I can feel the ovaries problem, or if she has a painful period, I can feel the pain of a painful period at the same time. We're all connected. This is why we have to be kind also. Because once you understand we are all connected, if you hurt your neighbor, you hurt yourself. And if you're nice to your neighbor, you're nice to yourself too.
Wow.
Well, the silence just came in. It's like my mind just stopped. So I'm going to speak light language to your organs. So for people who do not know light language, the light language speaks to the soul, so the ego cannot interfere. Ewate wanente wakayate ania watayane. Ya wate te wakatatatayane te te yene watatayana naeate. Take a deep breath, shake your hands. You need to shake your hands. I don't know why I'm doing these instructions. So I don't know what you felt, and you will tell us in a few months. Because the human body still has to repair itself. It's not miraculous. It's not like, hey, I'm going to make something disappear like this. We're still humans, but it sends a signal to the body to get rid of what is not needed anymore. I've seen it happen on fibroids. It takes probably a few weeks or months for your cyst to disappear. But you will tell us. I'm very curious about this.
All right, I would love that. I felt the energy in a very profound and nurturing, healing, and calming, soothing way. Like I just felt so relaxed. And I think when you felt something shift in you to silence at that moment, I was feeling all of this. I could literally feel my monkey mind chill. Like that's
That
probably.
was yeah, that was incredible. That was blank,
Oh, wow. It went blank.
blank, nothing, no thoughts, zero.
God, I would love to stay in that state all the time. Thank you so much, Patrice. That was
You're welcome.
wonderful. I feel like almost a brand new person.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what people describe. Yeah, people feel more joyful and more at inner peace after a session. I don't know why. I just the data I have. It's kind of miraculous, honestly. I don't know how this happens.
what a
Uh,
blessing. What a blessing.
yes.
So share with us where people can find you.
So people can find me on my website, patricechristofiak.com. I have a one-to-one session like what we just did. This is usually around 2 hours to 2 hours and a half. It's not timed, so I don't work by the hour. It needs 3 hours. I would say 3 hours. That's not a problem. I prefer to spend the time with people than to do a factory. Every Saturday, I have a protocol that I received by my guides, actually. It's open questions that clear a lot of stuff about karma, past lives, buried emotion, very abstract. If you want to accelerate your awakening journey, this is a very, very good group session. I want to keep my offering very, very simple.
And very reasonable too. For the group is how much again?
$17.
I'm going to close with this one final question. What is the most important message that humanity needs to hear and know right now?
You are the most important person for the planet right now. So take care of yourself, love yourself, and take care of yourself. Everybody is the most important person on the planet. If it's hard to believe, this is so simple. Take care of yourself and you can change the world. You don't even have to do a big action in the world. You just have to be kind and love yourself. You don't have to build a hospital. You just have to be you, but the true you, authentic you.
So true. We recognize that sometimes it's not so easy, maybe with the help of someone like Patrice to help you clear the karma or the blockages there, it might get easier. Patrice, thank you so much for joining me. Blessings.
Thank you so much for having me.
If you're sensitive and you're able to see energy or you're an energy healer yourself, drop us a comment. Let us know what you felt, what you saw, what you experienced. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this, if it put a smile on your face, if you got value out of it, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, share the uplifting energy with someone you care about. I pray that all of you take grand, loving care of your sacred, precious self. If you got value out of all the amazing information he shared, you're definitely going to want to watch this.